All right, Waleed, what was that other bit of movie news that you had?
So, seeing as we talked about District 9 a while back, I got this very interesting bit of movie news. So, obviously, like Nabahi kind of mentioned during that discussion, Neill Blomkamp tends to make some short films on his free time when he's not working on a District 10, whenever that's coming out. So, we got this interesting, is to put it lightly. He made this short film zombie AI slop thing. And it surprised me because obviously one thing that I mentioned in the District 9 discussion that I loved was obviously he has such a great hand with VFX and practical effects and everything. And that movie has such a great blending of it. Yeah. And so it really breaks my heart to know that Neill Blomkamp has been using AI as not really a tool, but more just kind of using it as like, it seems like a crutch of sorts, you know, even just from like the clip or two I saw of it, I was like, nah, this is not it. This just looks really off-putting and uncanny and not in a good way or anything. So I don't know if you had a chance to see it or anything, or if you even knew about this whole AI Neill Blomkamp movie, but how did you take this?
I have not seen it. It is interesting to say. I mean, when we ended our District 9 review, it really is just rooting for, at least in my opinion, what I'm rooting for is just like a comeback, you know?
Right.
And that's how I am with certain directors like that, who kind of have those movies that make them really popular. And then, you know, they falter for a bit. And granted, I never want to go into a movie, you know, and hoping that it's bad.
Of course,
I'm never
like,
oh man, I don't like this guy. I hope this movie sucks or whatever. So in a ways, I'm always rooting for a comeback. You know, anytime a director takes a swing, or you know, I guess I could kind of attribute that to maybe someone like M. Night Shyamalan. You know, after his string of crazy films and stuff, each one I was like, please, hopefully this one's better. Hopefully this one's better. Hopefully this one's better.
And then he had a bit of a comeback.
And
with
he
Split.
did.
Yes,
exactly. And I guess that's how I feel now with Neill Blomkamp. I have not seen Gran Turismo, you know.
Okay. It's okay. I mean, it's more of like a director for hire. You wouldn't really know it's Neill Blomkamp, but I'm happy to see him still directing. So it's not like the biggest deal.
So it is one of those things where you're hoping for the best. Now, in this situation, him doing something like this, I feel like was not the right move.
It's just such a strange move because, like I said, he's so good with doing VFX and everything, and even some of the short films he did make, like, you know, between, you know, District 9 and, you know, the other two movies he made, they do look really cool. They look impressive and everything, and it's just like, it just surprises me to know like he's already trying out like AI stuff, and who knows, maybe he's trying it out, but still, it just,
I think people right now, in terms of AI, and especially in movies, obviously we're not at a point where this type of stuff is widely accepted. Right. Honestly, it probably is really hated on.
More so probably now, though, honestly.
But the one thing I guess I am still kind of unsure about is this whole AI thing in terms of movies right now still feels like uncharted waters. And I feel like what these directors are doing are trying to somewhat be the pioneer in this time that we're in of, if I can do this right, I'll be looked at as a god or something, or a visionary, you know, or as like Ridley Scott, as like a game changer, you know. They want to be that one to where I did it right. Now people are looking at my movie. Granted, I could be reaching here. This really could not be the original intention.
Maybe that could be, you know.
That's just how I feel. You know, anytime someone is going against the grain, you know, anytime someone is, you know, taking, I guess, a risk on something like this, I really do feel like there is that mentality that's driving them of like, if I'm the one to do this right, I'm going to be looked at in a totally different way than I was before. And granted, you know, we might end up seeing something like that in a couple of years. You know, someone finds the right way to use AI that doesn't feel sloppy. It doesn't feel, you know, like an attempt to make their lives easier, you know, things like that. Replace the art of movie making. So that's kind of where I'm thinking I'm at with this situation. Granted, I haven't seen this whole thing. But again, with Neill Blomkamp, this is kind of disappointing news because I think a lot of people are wanting a return to form from him, and they want something that, you know, reminds us of why we fell in love with his movies in the first place. Yeah. And I feel like this is just a swing in the total opposite direction.
It's quite the left turn, you could say.
Yeah.
I just...
so we'll have to wait and see.
Come on, Neill Blomkamp. Just give us District 10.
I will say, if he does announce a movie shortly after this, and if he is transparent about his use of AI, I won't know what to think. Like, I really am just I think a lot of people will be very upset.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I can't even imagine what the first look would look like.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
sorry to disappoint about you.
No worries.